Hey guys, welcome back to the Burning Fat with Rory Bratt. I've done this podcast for a good year and I wanted to restart this year on the 2020 vibe of just getting back into the content. So I hope everyone had a fantastic Christmas, a fantastic New Year's. For me, it has been a crazy one. Christmas Day, had the family over, enjoying everyone over, surrounding ourselves, eating great food and enjoying stuff, to then the next day having Boxing Day, and then all the good stuff, going to the rugby. As you probably follow on my Instagram, I've been constantly out, which now it's time for me to set goals for myself, and I hope this podcast can help with people like yourself and get better on yourself. So what I'm going to do with this podcast, I want to try and give as much content, much of value as possible out through this podcast, video, YouTube. So it's going to go on the YouTube, it's going to go on Spotify, and it's going to go on Apple. So watch out for these podcasts, or I'll be interviewing more people, talking about topics, asking questions. So get involved, message me if you have any questions that you would like me to answer, and we can get through it. So these podcasts will be coming out every Friday at 9 a.m. So set a notification, or subscribe on the YouTube, or subscribe onto Spotify. You'll see these regularly. I'll put them up on my stories on Instagram, Facebook, and email them out. So get involved. Any questions, please do ask. What's new with me? 2020 is going to be the year that I'm going to put 2 feet into my business, into my mindset, into my physique, and get better and grow. I want this year to be the best year that I've really transformed my business, my mindset, my physique. So I'm going in hard. I've planned out quite the next 3 months ahead of myself to tasks, projects that I'd love to. I really want to this year is help as many people as possible transform their lives. It could be losing just a stone, it could be attending their first 5K, or it could be a milestone like losing 10 stone. I want to be that person. I want to be that coach to help as many people as possible worldwide. So I'm really pushing as much as possible on my content and everything like that. Secondly, I would love to grow my boot camp. As you've probably seen from my stories, my Instagram and my Facebook, I run a weekly, I'd say boot camp, but I would like to grow that as much as possible, maybe have a new location, maybe run a second one as well. I'm getting inspired by so many classes that I've been attending into London and stuff like that. So I want to, as much as possible, get these inspirations, these styles of workouts in towards my boot camp, and try and grow that as well. So if you're in the Staines and Ashford group around that time, around that area, come down, enjoy the boot camp. We are running free trial sessions. And maybe it's just, you want to try boxing for the first time, or maybe you're lacking that confidence to go to the gym. Boot camp is the best way to, build that confidence up. And mindset. So number 3 is going to be mindset, and just what I'm training for this year. So as you've probably seen on my Instagram, my Facebook, last year I really got my feet a little bit wet and got into more the functional fitness kind of style, which I really did enjoy. Going up to Robots Games, March On, doing their March On days, but I really want to compete into like turf games, high roads and stuff like that. So this for me is going to be, this year is going to really push my fitness back to when I was rowing. So I really want to get back into that stage where I am physically fit, but enjoying taking part in competitions. So high roads is actually at the end of this month. So I'm really looking forward to really just stepping up my training at the moment, running a lot more functional kind of styles, ski ergs, rowing machines and stuff like that. So as you can probably see from my Instagram stories, I'm training up for this, and then there's another one in London in April, so which I'm trying to compete for that as well. But I'm going to try my biggest hardest to get more content out for everyone to value. So this podcast, this YouTube, I'm really getting into my camera, my photography, So I will be documenting all of my journey towards this. So wrapping up this podcast a little bit, I want to try and give back to this, give this first podcast back, and for the next couple of months. So what I'm going to do, we're going to say 3 ways to get better for 2022. So this year is going to be your year. How are you going to achieve this? I've got 3 tips for you to get through this year. So number 1, have a plan to follow. When we first start our New Year's goals, we always start with a plan. And probably 2-3 weeks later, that plan is not great for us, it's not suitable for us, it's too hard maybe, and we fail. And we go back to square one with no confidence on what to do. For me, I personally think you should have a plan of action for the next 90 days. Set yourself goals that you would love to achieve. So it might be losing 3 stone in 3 months, or it might be attending your first 5K in under 30 minutes. Set a plan, have a plan each day which you know is going to achieve that outcome. Reverse engineer. So say in March, I would love to run a 5K. So I've got 90 days to build my 5K distance up and feel comfortable enough to run that. Reverse engineer is the best way to get these goals out. Secondly, start small daily goals. If you're focusing on way too much on the outcome, the plan, so it's like it's like opposite to this the last one. Have small daily tasks which you can complete every single day. It keeps that mindset, it keeps you driven to do better, it keeps you falling, if you fall off, it's another achievement. I went to a lecture last month about this, talking about dopamine and how to reward ourselves. If we create a list and we look at that list and think, okay, there's 4 tasks on there, and if we tick them off, we feel good about ourselves. But if we don't, we feel bad. So what you want to do is set small little dopamine tasks that you can easily achieve. So say hit 10,000 steps, or track your calories through the day. That's a small little dopamine which you can feel better on in a small task. If you do it continuously for the next 90 days, it's going to help you achieve that goal that you want to do. And then the last one, remember, some days are going to be good, some days are going to be bad. You're going to have days where you would love to give up, and there'll be some days you'll be jumping up and down thinking, yes, I can do this. Take every single day as it comes and be positive to try and get that outcome you want. That result, feel better in yourselves. Build that confidence. You know, you'd rather have 5 good days and 2 bad days. Try to, as much as possible, be positive. Things do go wrong, you know. I had a flat tire on my car the other day. I was meant to train. What did I do? Walk to the gym. Try to peak positive and think, all right, I need to do better. And that's it, guys. I really hope you enjoy these podcasts. I'm really buzzing to get these going again, and it's going to be a good one. 2022 is going to be the year that I think for myself and others are going to really benefit, and I hope I inspire so many new people to try and take up a new hobby, achieve their goal, that weight loss goal they wanted to do, the results they want to do, run their first 5K, you name it. That's what I want to be inspired so many people to do. So I hope I'll see you guys soon, and I'll see you on Friday. Have a great day, guys.